Hello, my dear friend. Today I asked a class 8, lesson number 4. The name of lesson The Great Escape, right by Sugata Bose. So I started. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, born 23 January 1897, was one of the most famous Indian nationalist leader who fought for India's independence from British rule. To this purpose, he founded the Indian National Army (INA), which included a women regiment too. In 1941, the British government put Subhash under house arrest, that is, confined him in his own house. The following narrative describes the exciting and courageous escape of Subhash Bose from the clutches of the British to continue his struggle for India's freedom. Looking pale and thin, with a bushy, half-grown beard, Subhash was reclining on his pillows when Sisir, his nephew, entered Subhash's bedroom that December afternoon. Subhas made him sit to his right on the bed. Looking intensely at Sisir, he said, "Can you do some work for me?" Sisir nodded. The task, as it turned out, was to help plan and carry out Subhash's escape from India. Sisir would have to drive his uncle in the dead of the night to a railway station far away from Calcutta, from his uncle's residence at Elgin Road. Cecil walked back that night to his own house at 1 Woodburn Park in the state of wonder and subdued excitement. The police were keeping watch on Subha's house, though it was normal for a nephew to visit an ailing uncle. Subhas had an additional anxiety for meeting his nephew. Sisir was good at operating the radio. He helped Subhas listen to foreign broadcasts. Subhas and Sisir discussed various means of escape. Finally, they decided to drive out in the most natural fashion through the main gate. Sisir wanted a German car called Wanderer, which he and Subhas chose for their journey. Subhas had claimed Akbar Shah to meet him at Calcutta. Akbar Shah was a co-worker on the freedom struggle against British Raj. He operated on the north-western frontier provinces. He was to help Subhas escape. Akbar Shah came to Calcutta. He was introduced to Cecil. Together they went to a shop in central Calcutta where they purchased baggy salwars, trousers, and a black face for Subhas, dig size. Later, Cecil also purchased a suitcase, a bedroll, shirt, and pillows. Subhas was to carry these with him in the journey. Sisi then went to a printer's shop. He ordered a set of calling cards which read Muhammad Muhammad Ziauddin Travelling Inspector, the Empires of India, Life Insurance Co. Limited. This was the follows identity with which Subhas was to travel. 1 16th January 1941. Cecil finished his dinner early and drove to Elgin Road around 8:30 pm. He parked the Wanderer at the back of the house. Cecil and Subhas had maintained total secrecy about the plan of escape. None of the family members knew anything except Subhas' niece, Ila, and a male cousin, Dizen. Subhas and Cecil wanted until the rest of the Bose family had fallen asleep. Subhas has changed into his disguise as Muhammad Ziauddin. He was dressed in a long brown coat, baggy salwars, and a black face. He wore gold wire rimmed spectacles. It was 1:35 a.m. The night was moonlit. Dizen signaled from an upstairs window that no policeman was nearby. By day, the policeman sat on a charpai at the corner of Elgin Road and Woodburn Road. They paced up and down the street before Subha's house on the cool winter night of January 16. They had praised the comfort of the warm blankets on the charpai. Subhas and Cecil hugged the inner wall of the long house corridor and tiptoed down the back stairs to the car. Subhas sat on the back. Cecil drove the car. He started the engine and drove out from 38 by to Elgin Road, as he had done also many past occasions. At Subhas Elgin Road residence, the light cooled in his bedroom to give the impression that he was still there. As Calcutta slept, uncle and nephew crossed Howrah Bridge and went beyond the city's precincts. Subhas poured Cecil coffee from a thumbs. They shared a few anxious moments together when the car engine faltered. Once it started again and Cece raced at high speed through the dark night. At around 8:30 a.m., they arrived at Borari near Dhanbad. They put up at the house of Cecil's brother Ashok. Subhas kept his disguise on as Muhammad Ziauddin and said he had come on insurance business and was given a room to rest. During the day, they met and talked in the evening and had an early dinner. Muhammad Ziauddin left alone for Gomo station, which was some distance away. He wanted to catch the Delhi Kalka mail from there, a little further from the house. Cecil picked him up in his wander and drove towards the railway station. They reached the Gomo station in the moonlit night. A sleep porter collected their luggage. I am off, you go back, Subhash says. As parting words, Cecil watched him mount the railway overbridge and walks X it with his usual majestic gait. He disappears into the darkness towards the platform on the opposite south side. The Delhi Calca mail released steam. Sisi heard the rhythmic clatter of the wheels and the train lights moving away. So guys, thank you very much.